Hey guys, welcome to today's video. This is the long-awaited video, which means I mentioned this maybe in a video and on Instagram and in my community page that I was going to be doing a video that takes a look at the healing process from my BBL and Halo Laser. And that's what we're going to get into today. Before we get into that though, I want to say a couple of things. One, if you're new here, welcome. I do a lot of makeup, some tutorials. I love skincare, and I like to mix it up here a little bit. I hope you'll consider taking a look at a few videos, maybe subscribing, and to everybody, whether you're new or not, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider very strongly giving me a thumbs up, because it sends a message to YouTube that people are enjoying my videos, they'll push me out to other people, and I will grow. So I hope that you will consider doing that. I will do another video in 2 or 3 weeks where I talk about the BBL and the Halo Laser, what they are, what I was hoping to accomplish. My skin would have settled down by then and we can really see what I did accomplish, and I'll answer any questions that you might have, and that will be a more detailed video about the laser. Today is Wednesday, so I had the procedure Saturday before last. So this is about 11 or 12 days after procedure. I had it at 11 o'clock in the morning, so I do count the day of as day 1. Just as an FYI, yesterday I had a tooth extraction here and I had an implant here. So I am quite swollen. I'm a little bit out of it and I'm sore. And as you'll see from the footage coming up, I feel like I've been swollen for 2 weeks now, and I'm ready for it to end. This hurts. There's an achiness all over here, but I wanted to get this video up as soon as possible, so I am forging ahead. And I come to you today without makeup, kind of. So around 10 o'clock this morning, I put on sunscreen, and I used a white sunscreen, and then I put a pump of a tinted sunscreen. So I was looking a little bit paler than usual, but I did that around 10 o'clock in the morning, and it is now 8 o'clock at night. It's been on for a long time, so it's probably not as much on, but there is a little something on. I sat down here to shoot, and I decided I need a little concealer, so I did that. I did a little bit of eyeshadow this morning as well that's still there, and I put a little something on my lips, Lisa Eldridge. I'll put it right here, and that's what's going on. So you can get, I think, a semi-decent sense of what is going on with my skin, what it looks like, because I did put this on ages ago, and it's not a sunscreen that has coverage to it. Now, before I get into my daily check-ins, I want to go over a couple of other things. One, red light. I asked my provider if I could use my red light. I don't use a mask, I use a panel, so it's 100% sanitary. And she said, absolutely yes. So I use that every other day, and the only reason I did it every other day is because I did it in the morning after I washed my face, and I found that my face felt so tight if I didn't put my goodies on that I really didn't want to do the red light. I wanted to get my stuff on my face so it wasn't feeling so tight. So about every other day. Also, my practitioner told me to do a compress every night starting the second night. So the first day I had this done, they gave me something to put on my skin that night. I didn't wash it, I just added this thing on, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And then the next night after I washed my face, I put on the compress and continued on with my skincare. And finally, they gave me this. So this is a neoprene, and it's white, so it's so easy to keep clean because it's neoprene. It's huge, and it's full of products from Elastin, and this came with my package. So my package was BBL, Halo, and aftercare products from Elastin. You can find this on the Elastin website. It is in an aftercare package. I think they have 2 aftercare packages, and these are formulated to help you heal faster and to give you some nutrients, and they're all really gentle. So I was not reactive to anything. Nothing here made me sting, made me burn, made me feel tight. I felt tight anyway because I was burning my face off. You'd feel tight too, but it was nothing that was in here. I'm not going to get into the ingredients for each one. I did shoot this video before. I shot it on Saturday, and I was just editing it tonight, and I thought, oh my God, yakety yak, yak, yak. You can go to the website and take a look at the ingredients. Know that I know a lot about ingredients, and I was very impressed. I washed my face morning and night with this. It's huge, it's gentle, it's lovely, and I'm going to continue using it because I'll have so much left. After I wash my face, I put this on. So this is what they put on my face in the office afterwards, and what I put on my face again that night. Then in the morning and in the evening, wash the face, put this on. This is the Regenerating Skin Nectar with Tri-Hex technology. The Tri-Hex technology is in this, and it's in the moisturizer as well. Again, I'm not going to get into the details of what it is, but the idea is that this will quicken your healing process. It will help to eliminate the dead or damaged elastin and collagen so that the regenerating can begin. There are oat products in here, and oat is very, very calming. And there's things like tocopherol and panthenol, lovely ingredients in here. It feels very dimethicone-y. It harkens to Aquaphor, but there's some very nice ingredients in here. I also got the elastin sunscreen. So I did a review on the elastin sunscreen a couple of weeks ago, but it was the tinted, and this is not tinted, it's white, and it's pretty white. It is much thicker than the elastin I did a review on, and even though it's white, the whiteness does fade, so it's not too bad, honestly. And I kind of like it. Even though it's thick, it doesn't feel greasy or gooey or gluey. And I think I might be doing a review of this, but this is quite nice. But the esthetician said to me, don't put on your sunscreen if you don't need to. If you can stay out of the sun, I would prefer you to do that, to give your skin time to heal and have less products on it. So this isn't unocclusive like Aquaphor is. It will lock in any hydration that you might have from washing your face. It will stop you from feeling itchy or tight, and it keeps dust, dander, dog hair, you know what I mean? It keeps stuff from getting into your skin that is been burned off, it's been vaporized. There's a lot of trauma that happened to your face, and you want to protect it from other elements, and those were really it. If I could do that for a couple of days before doing this, I should, and that's what I did. I don't think I put on my sunscreen until the third day, but I really enjoy this one. And I also got 2 of these moisturizers. So this is, if you're new here, you don't know that I'm blind, and I usually have to put on my glasses, but I'm going to try. Ultra Nourishing Moisturizer. And this has the same Tri-Hex complex as this. So it has the active peptides. This also has squalene in it. It has the oat in it. It also has rice bran in it. Many nice ingredients. It's very impressive. When I had the mends all over my skin, yes, it feels like sand. You hear that all the time, but it felt more gravelly than sand. I didn't rub this in because I didn't want any friction on my face. I patted it in, and I probably used 4 or 5 pumps most days. I didn't start using it until the 4th day. I texted my practitioner on the 3rd day, can I use the moisturizer now, because I felt so tight after I was washing my face, and she said no, wait until the next day and put it just on your forehead, just to make sure that you're not going to have a reaction to it. And I didn't. I'm still using this, but now I only need 1 pump. That's how moisturizing it is and how far it goes. But when the mends are there, you do a lot. And I'm fine with that. And that is what I got. And that is what I was using. Did I leave anything out? No, I did not. So now let's get into my daily check-ins. What I look like every single day. Some of the days I'm coming in twice a day. And yeah, if you're queasy at all, you might want to watch like this. Okay, you guys, it's 1:30, and I just got back from the dermatologist's office. I didn't have this done by my dermatologist. I had it done by the esthetician. She said that this heat, this feeling of chili pepper juice, jalapeno juice on your face will go away after about an hour. It's probably been an hour and it's still hot, but I'm imagining that that is going to go away pretty soon. Maybe it'll be 2 hours. But as you can see, she did do my hood. She turned down the settings, so she did my entire face with one setting, including under my eyes. And then she turned it down a little bit to do the hood and go really high up under the eye. For this treatment, we did BBL first, red right here, and then we had a lot of brown over here. And I can see the brownness kind of coming up already. That's how fast the BBL goes about things. Right here, there's some little red bit right here, and that's it. It's pretty darn red. I got a couple of people staring at me on the way home, just so you can see how red it is. This is yeah, my neck. I will check in with you about, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours and see what it's feeling like, see what it looks like, and that's it for a first check-in. I'm swelling up so much right here, it's like I can almost see it. Like, oh, what's this? I feel like this whole area is getting bigger and bigger. It doesn't look like it. I don't think. But I can tell. A little swelling starting right here. Alright, you guys, it is 8:15 and I'm so tired. I was really anxious about this last night and I got no sleep. I think I got 4 hours sleep. I think I finally went to bed around 4. And of course I had to wake up at 8 because I had to be out the door by 9. So I don't want to shoot any later than this. I have, for several hours, I'm like, ooh, really puffy right here. And I could feel the weight of the puffiness, but it's a little bit less. I still feel it though. I feel that weight a little bit, but not quite as much. And of course I've been looking in the living room in a magnifying mirror. I'm just seeing this brown right here and right here and right here, and I'm very excited about the possibility that it might go away. I don't have any pain touching my face. I can feel a graininess. I'm trying not to touch my face, but let's face it, I did a little touching over here. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. I just woke up and I will come back, you know, after half an hour or so, have some coffee, and then see what everything looks like, you know, textural wise. I don't have my lights on, but I feel like Jake LaMotta or, oh, Rocky, like someone needs to get a razor and go slit, slit, so I can see my eyes. Alright, you guys, it's 2 hours later, and I've been having my coffee, doing a little icing. So these are the ice packs I got from the doctor. This is where I go, the Oceans Cosmetics. I will link it below. And she put these in the baggies, and you know what? I ice them with the baggies on because I don't want something all that cold on my face, because you can just, it's just too much trauma, I think, after everything I've done. Also, it can stick, and then when you pull it off, your mends will come off. I just washed my face, so I imagine some of them already came off. So I just held these, moved them around to the eye area and inside, and I didn't do it for a long time. I did it for maybe 5 minutes while I was making my coffee. And it's not too cold, and it helped fractionally, not a whole lot. Because I'm so swollen, my nose is running a little bit, and of course I can't blow my nose properly, and my eyes were watering a little bit, and it's just because there's so much fluid in the face right now. I don't feel uncomfortable. It doesn't feel hot anymore. I will say it feels bad right here. Like, I feel that I've swollen up so much because I was on the computer yesterday, and that's why there's red right here. I was wearing my glasses, but I did take a paper towel and put it right here so the sides of the glasses aren't rubbing off right here. So there's a little bit more red here, but it was very cushioned. But I was reading, I was looking at stuff, and I probably was squinting a little bit, and because it's so puffy, it's like they're touching each other. So that's a little bit irritating, slightly annoying. I don't feel tight yet, but I feel that it's coming, like right here. When I smile, it's like I feel the tightness right here, and then of course the puffiness is squeezing in this area. My esthetician said tomorrow will be the worst day for the puffiness, so we shall see. And that's my morning check-in. I just woke up, and I got 8 hours of sleep. Yay! I haven't looked in the mirror yet, and there's no lights in here on. But lots of brown. Still, I feel like I look pretty much the same as yesterday, but I'm not as puffy because I don't see my cheek as much in this eye, in my vision. I haven't washed my face yet, so I'm going to have coffee and do that kind of stuff and come back after my face is washed and see what's going on. You guys, I was washing my face and thought, let me do this in front of the camera. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing. 1 pump of this. You don't want a lot because then there will be more work to get it off and more friction. And then I get my hands super wet, so I dampen my face first. And I'm moving very gently because I don't want to remove the mends before it's ready. Whoop, this is going to be a little sloppy since I'm not in front of a sink. So now I'm able to move around the face, more water where there's a little pull. Very, very gentle touch. And I use this opportunity for a little bit of lymphatic to help with my swelling. So very gently start on the inside of the face and move out, because this is the area where there are nodes to help bring everything down. The top of the brows, the lids. Just use your ring fingers, which are your weakest fingers. If you have a hard time controlling how hard you're pressing your pressure, again, right here there's some nodes, and pull it down, and very, very gently. Oh, wow. My nose wants to run now. While my whole finger appears to be pushing down, more of the fingertip, because I'm trying to get right underneath the eyes and bring down. Same thing everywhere. Get the hands wet again. Every time I get the hands wet, I'm kind of rinsing some of this off. So I'm not just getting the hands wet, but I'm getting that soap off the hands into the bowl of water that I have right here, but it would be running water of the sink. And I can feel I'm kind of getting some clarity right through here. It's not so congested. And I'm not disturbing the mends, but I am cleaning the face. And again, go back to this area. So when I first hit this area, I was hoping to clear this passageway, and now everything can come down through this now cleared passageway. It's not completely cleared. I mean, for me, I can do this for 20 minutes, and I usually do facial massage every morning. Okay, it's Tuesday morning, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm counting Saturday, I've already said, because I started it really early, and I do feel like my swelling is beginning to come down quite a bit. Before, I thought it was going down just because my cheek wasn't in my vision anymore, but it still looked pretty intense, and I'm beginning to feel like I'm looking like myself. I just washed my face and I put on some moisturizer, and I feel that it's possible, I'm just going to move in close, that I may have less than I did. I mentioned before that there's some discomfort right here on both my eyes because they both swelled up, so they kind of were hitting each other. And I would focus some of my elastin on that, the nectar. So I put on the moisturizer and then I put on the nectar. And I don't know, you guys. There's still a lot of redness, but I think less redness. And I think a better portion of what we're seeing right now are the men's as opposed to redness. I can't wait to see the results. I wish it would just happen, but I know trying to rush it isn't going to accomplish anything, and if I were to slough this off, I could really hurt any results. So my job right now is to do as much as I can to ensure the best result that I am able to accomplish with what I had, which means not going outside, I'm not putting on sunscreen, I'm not putting things on my face, but I'm also not getting sun. My drapes are closed in the living room, there's bounce light in here right now, excuse the helicopter. Alright you guys, so that's Tuesday. If I have anything else to report, I will come back to you. So today is day 5, it's Wednesday, and I haven't washed my face yet. It's very, very cloudy and gloomy. If it's going to stay like this, then I'm not going to wear sunscreen. I just want less on my face, if that makes sense. Okay, it probably doesn't, but it is now, like, the redness is gone. So I kept on reading that redness will leave and you'll have a bronzed look. And I think I'm in that bronzed look stage. But a lot of the men's seem to be, not a lot, I lied, seem to be coming off though. After I washed my face last night, I looked in a 10X mirror and I could just see flakiness starting to happen. I'm not pushing it. Right around my lips, at the very edge of my vermilion, and at the bottom, I think it's coming off more. Places that move more, it's probably going to come off here, for instance. But the swelling is not quite 100% gone. I still am swollen in the cheeky area for sure. But the eyes are not as bad. And yeah, I'm beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Alright you guys, this is day 5, evening check-in. It's completely dark out. And I have washed my face. I am going to sit down now and do my vinegar solution. 1 cup of water, 1 tablespoon, or even teaspoon, can't remember which, of white vinegar, washcloth, whatever you want to call it, put it on the face for 5 minutes, and then go on with my elastin. When I washed my face tonight, I felt a bunch of men's come off. I feel like this has affected my brain. I just don't know, I feel like out of sorts for some reason. Alright you guys, it is Thursday morning, so I'm considering this day 6. Whatever. And I just took a shower and washed my hair. I didn't wash my face in the shower. I just, you know, splashed it, but I am going to wash it with soap and do a proper, you know, boop, 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 boop. But a lot, most, on the upper lip and chin is gone. I guess that's about it. Still heavily done over here. Wow, you know, not that much. I'm going to stop the camera and do a proper wash because I actually touch my face when I do that, and be very, very gentle and see if there's anything else that wants to come forward and go down the sink, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I washed my face very quickly and definitely some came off, so we're going to take a look. A lot came off. Okay, look at that right there. And yeah, okay, better. I don't know. After washing later on tonight and tomorrow morning, maybe I could be almost there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Probably Saturday, which will be, you know, the 8th day, really. I am feeling kind of swollen still, though. I still feel like in the cheeks there's a denseness right here. So there's still some stuff going on. Alright, you guys, this is Friday, so it's day 7 to me. And I still have stuff. A lot is coming off, but there's still a lot here. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just every night I go to bed and it's like Christmas and I can't fall asleep because I'm like, tomorrow might be the day where it all comes off and I can see what's going on. Alright, you guys, this is my insert shot from Sunday. Washed my face last night, more came off, and I started using my regular skincare. I use the Puking-Yol, I think it's what it is called, astragalus root essence or toner, and it's very, very calming. And I can't remember what else I used. I think I used a hyaluronic acid, and then I used the May Love Hydrator, and then I went on with the Elastin Moisturizer and the Nectar. This morning I did a massage, a full face massage, not my regular one. I didn't want to go too aggressive, but instead of cleansing with the Elastin cleanser, I do my massage with the Tatcha cleanser, the oil cleanser. So I feel maybe I'm a little less puffy through here, but not through here. I'm really feeling, I think it's unrelated, kind of, my glands are a little swollen. And also, I was eating and inhaled the food, and you know, it went up behind my nose, and I had a coughing incident for a solid 10 minutes. And then I put on the Nectar. I haven't done my sunscreen yet because I don't want to show you my skin with something colored on it. So this is what my skin is looking like. It is a week and 1 day, but I counted that 1 day as my first day. So it's day 9. Because I had it done early in the morning, which I think I probably mentioned that 15 times already. So a lot of it is gone. A lot of it is gone. I would say almost all of it is gone. But the skin does feel dry. Now it doesn't feel dry right now because I put on my moisturizer and the Nectar, but after I washed the face, I could still feel these dry patches all over the place, and I could still see with like my 10X flakiness. It kind of looked like retinizing skin, so it's a little just flaky and not very good looking. And the Nectar just kind of lays everything down so you don't see it so much. And let's see what happens. Alright, you guys, that is it. Now I did shoot on Saturday, which would have been my 7/8th day, but I shot this video and I was just editing it tonight and I'm like, this is going to be, it's way too much talking and this is going to be way too long. So you're not going to see that footage. Every day more and more was coming off. I would say everything was off yesterday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday. I felt like everything was off. And stay tuned. In a couple of weeks I will come back. I will talk about these two things. BBL, I think is broadband light, and the Halo Laser. One is a laser, one is like IPL, but it's the next generation IPL. And I'll talk you through what I wanted to do, what I was hoping to accomplish, did I accomplish it, and all that good stuff. Any questions that you might have, let me know down below and I will address them if I can. And that is going to wrap it up for me today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be smart, be safe, and I'm wishing you good health.